some artists, they hit me and they be like, yo, I want to lock in with you. And I'll fuck with they shit, but I'll be like, yo, you know what? You'll sound dope with this person. So let me connect y'all two. And then I'll just be behind the scenes on a project and just making sure really what my job is just to make sure it gets placed where it needs to get placed. You know what I'm saying?
Volume 2. This is our show. Introspective Insight. Introspective Insight. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. I am King Dev, and this is Introspective Insight, the Black Wall Street podcast. And we back with another episode. What's good, Magic?
What up?
How you feeling?
Hey, man, I'm feeling blessed. How you?
Man, another day, another dollar. All this work. It's one of those things where, you know, I'm gonna be honest with everybody. Magic hit me and he sent some so we've been doing this nonstop. I feel like every show we start, we talk about how we've been grinding it out every week for the most part, no matter where we are. Right. So you know, we just had a show on Friday and this is like a 3-day turnaround in terms of recording. So we just pumping out content, batch recording, and making everything work. So Magic hit me and was like, we still on for Monday this weekend. I'm like, yeah, of course. But I forgot we had a guest today because we've been pumping out shows so much. So I'm like, oh, but the cool thing is I'm already aware of our guests who Magic will introduce his work. And I'm one to respect the artiste, whether I know him or not. And we have common or mutual acquaintances, if you will, that I've shared space with, just like me and Magic. But it's super dope because even when I re-looked at everything that was sent to me before, I was already aware of a lot of the stuff. So it's super dope. I'm one of those people who acknowledge artistry and creative energy at all times. So I didn't feel unprepared. Plus, a creative mind is a creative mind. So we would have been good anyway. So I felt like I wanted to open up before we get into the word of the show and quote of the show and saying that. But first, I want you to introduce the guests of the show, so we don't, you know, we don't tag that along.
Yeah. All right, man. So today, who I brought with me, man. Sorry, I still got that little cough,
Oh man,
but I'm getting over it. Man, I don't even know when I met this person. Always been on social media. So this person is really connected. This person is really watches everything that's going on musically. He's really in tune to the underground scene. He's in tune to the local scene, rather producer, artist, model, engineer, whatever. Even if he doesn't never even met you, he's in tune. This person loves hip hop more than me. Um and that's not my first time saying that.
Okay.
This person is something like sort of like you, Dad. He's a bridge. He's willing to connect people in the right direction. He's willing to help people in the right direction, and it's always with a good intention. I love dealing with people that move with good intention, with a good heart. Just want to win themselves, but also want to see you win as well. Uh, I could keep going on and on. This is a rapper. This is a producer. Who we have here today is no other than Year of Jordn.
Yo. Peace,
Hey,
peace.
hope I did good on the intro. Everybody said my
Nah,
intro was good.
hey. Nah, that's a really good intro. Shit. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you
Hey,
for
man.
having me, man. Bring me on, man.
Yeah,
Hell
for
yeah.
sure. We had to get you on. We had Cell. We had the Cell episode that dropped today. We spoke about you a little bit then. So it's just only right that we get you in and let's and get in tune with you.
Nah, most
Tap in
definitely.
with you. Yeah. Dad, you
that's
want to start off with the internet remind you of?
yeah. Well, first before we get into that, I want to do the word of the show and quote of the show. So the word of the show is in geminate. So in geminate, which means to repeat, reiterate. And I think part of what you were saying around we have 3 hip hop heads on the show today. Part of the reason why I do a word of the show is because of my love of hip hop and the studying of words and the meanings of them and how they work together and all that stuff. So just some continued context as to why that is, a consistent offering of the show. But then the quote of the show. Now I'm gonna do something different. Typically I do different quotes from different parts of the world and different scholars, and particularly Black and brown scholars in primarily. But I'm gonna read let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's not what I think it is.
5. I'm gonna read 5 verses. And I mean, the first one should give it away. But
hold on.
Yeah.
We talking Bible verses?
Technically, I'm gonna show y'all what it is. I'm gonna show y'all what it is. But I'm gonna read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 verses. Y'all should be able to tell me who it is from the first verse. But I'm gonna read it because that's gonna be what's gonna encapsulate this conversation today. All right. Actually, I'm gonna read 6. The second one should tell you who it is. Okay, so to all the future generations of hip hop, I am the b-boy who destroys all negative circumstances every day spiritually. I am the MC who reaches above poverty skillfully, the divine word warrior, known in my time as the blast master. I am the graffiti writer who thinks and grows spiritually. I draw peace, love, unity, and joy. I am the DJ who delivers justice while cutting, mixing, and scratching with life. I am the beatboxer whose body expresses art through sound. I play God's instrument. I am the fashion that uncovers the fear and shame hidden in oppressive nations. Who do y'all think wrote that?
Man, you stumped me, man. That sounds like something definitely before my time, but it's a DJ.
This is during your time. This was written this was written during all of our time.
Yeah, I don't know. I was going with Chris.
I'm gonna read number 5 again. I mean the second verse again. I am the MC.
That's what you was thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking until you said DJ. So
DJ, yeah. Then I started thinking of Dougie Fresh, bro. And no, hey, Dougie.
Same error. I am the MC who reaches above poverty skillfully, the divine word warrior, known in my time as the blast master. Come on, man. Yeah, y'all know who that is. Y'all know who that is.
A blast master.
Yes.
Who the fuck called themselves the blast master? Mm-hmm. So you got, can I use a lifeline?
Yeah.
I don't know if this nigga know it though. He probably would though. The blast master. Hold on.
Is he still alive?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. It's not DJ Marley Marl, is it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. But it's that era though.
Yeah. It's that era. He grew up watching the creation of hip hop before he started to participate. One of the greatest MCs to ever touch a mic.
Is he in his 50s?
I mean, I would assume so. Yeah, he was there. He was a kid. He was watching DJ Kool Herc from his story is he was watching DJ Kool Herc.
Wait. Where is he from?
He from this Sedgwick Projects in the city.
So he's from the Bronx.
Yeah, he watched DJ Kool Herc.
And he's a DJ.
No,
you say he's an artist.
He's the MC known as the Blast Master.
From the Bronx.
He's the MC known as the Blast Master. Absolutely.
KRS-One. Okay, that's okay. All right.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
When you say KRS-One,
I said Chris.
He said Chris.
Come on.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And I was thinking that.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, that's KRS-One.
KRS-One. So
yeah.
Nah, you're right. So that is the first, I don't know. So he wrote a book.
Time, man.
Yeah, but he wrote this though. He wrote this during our time.
Yeah, I never read that book.
So This
What is
book
that?
is called The Gospel
The
of Hip Hop.
gospel of hip
The
hop.
first
Okay,
instrument,
okay,
the first instrument presented by KRS-One. So basically, he wrote a
okay.
Bible, but around the energy and the culture of hip hop. So what I just read was the pillars of hip hop, and
Right,
how
right,
he
right.
defines it.
Yo, it's so crazy because I'm looking at a poster. It's a KRS-One poster. I got to show y'all this, man. Hold on.
Yeah, I knew that was Chris. From him writing it, that first verse, you said, I know it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
that's sound
He
like
the
Chris.
blast master. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's crazy.
yes, yes, sir.
The
Oh man.
teacher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the hip hop philosopher.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is one of my the books. I work with kids during the day,
Mhm.
and I use hip hop as education, as pedagogy. So I got this in a sense to, one, I mean, my job was gonna pay for it, so why not? But two, to continue to feed into hip hop literature. I got
Yeah.
mad different hip hop books, but you'll be surprised uh how much schooling or academics go into. I'm not talking about y'all, but in general, people will be surprised how much academics are tied to the art of the four pillars of hip hop, in so many different ways. You just got to know how to articulate it. So instead of a quote, it was more so those 6 verses from the Temple of Hip Hop, which is a Bible-esque of hip hop,
Right, right.
to speak about the power to which we all come together on so many different levels. But to that end, right? Well, one, what's your reflections on that, if any?
Well, you stumped me because I'm sitting there thinking about who the hell it was. So I don't got no reflection on it. 'Cause I'm like,
Man.
it's Chris. Then
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
nah. Okay.
I ain't hear you say Chris, so
Yeah.
that's me. Yeah. Okay. Well, the internet told me.
Listen, the prices for videography and photography these days is insane. I can't afford you guys. You guys are like charging 3,000 for videos, or on a low end 2,000. I don't have it. The government is shut down. I'm on an unemployment. Maybe you should lower your prices.
Yeah. Damn, man. That'd be a great question for Fresh and my other man's IC Frames, because one's a videographer, director, one's a
Mm-hmm.
photographer. Um, but this is the question I would like to ask her. Um, if you go to McDonald's, are you asking them to lower the prices of the Big Mac?
Facts. Facts.
The price is the price. Whoever, you know what I'm saying? I get it. Whatever the market based rate, I guess you could charge at that rate. But if there's people paying what you asking for, I mean, I don't see
The issue.
I don't see the issue with what someone's charging. If it's too much, go to someone else.
Facts.
I'm a firm believer in paying for quality.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I know that there's certain people that if you're trying to get a certain level of quality, if you're not locked in with someone or locked in with, it's a group of y'all, and y'all locked in together. If that's not the case and you gotta like go out and search for that, you don't got a relationship, so you probably gonna have to pay for what they asking for. But sometimes even when you pay, sometimes that can be a start of a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But some people don't think like that though.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Magic, you got
Oh,
anything?
me?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. You better find somebody up and coming.
Yeah, that
You
too.
don't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
pay them. You don't want to pay them prices. Find somebody up and coming and work with them. Stay with them and try to work with them and try to get to
Mhm.
what you looking for. If you ain't got the money to pay for uh the market that's out there now, especially for quality, like people be wanting uh Lamborghini quality for
Word, word.
a Nissan Sentra price, and it just ain't gonna work like that.
Not at all.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that.
Not at all.
So yeah, so part
Mhm.
of that is when I hear stuff like that, it's more so along the lines of like, this these cameras, this is a $2,200 body on, and a
The
lot of,
body,
yeah,
not the
just the
lens.
body, right?
Yeah,
The
right.
camera, yeah, I got, you know, that's my cheapest body. The next cheapest body that actually, no, the next body up for me is $2,000 more. And then the next body up for that is another $2,000 more. So I can't pull anything out because that $250 or $500 that you're trying to charge or that you're looking for won't even cover me fixing the camera. So I got an FX3. So at some point in time, my HDMI port stopped working. It cost $600 just to send it in. Not to fix it, just to send it in, right? So part of like when I hear that stuff is there's a price for every moment in the process. So it's not just filming it, it's like my time being there, and then it's my time editing, and then it's whatever the delivery is. So like people don't understand that there's a process to all of that. As a producer, the pre-production is probably the most important process and takes up the most time. People don't understand that a lot of times people scout, let's take a movie for an example. People scout a movie years in advance just to figure out if they need to build something, if they need to figure out what time of the year is best to shoot the movie, so on and so forth, right? And all of that costs some type of dollar amount. So when I see, regular people get on the internet and tell creatives that you charging too much, even if it's in a small town like Rochester, I get clients all the time that's about $2,000 to as much as $7,500 off of one project. So it's like, it's people out there. It don't matter the size of the market. It's more so like, what are you asking for, and then what's your budget? A lot of people don't understand if you come with a budget, you might not get everything that you're asking for, but you'll get something. The internet reminded me to make sure that I continue to curate my clientele, because I can't deal with people like that. That's also how I do it. I just don't. I don't engage that, because a lot of times I'll just send them to a videographer or photographer that I know will potentially take it. I'm good at like, oh, Magic, you do. All right, here, I'm gonna send you to this person.
Yeah, that's Jordn.
Yeah, I don't got no time. I don't got no problem spreading the pot.
Absolutely, it's enough money for everybody, man.
Yeah. I'm past the place where I'm taking, smaller projects to just show that I'm doing work. I'd rather take the larger project that's around for a long time. So an example, do y'all remember seeing the billboards that it was for the PAB? And it was on RTS buses. It was on the billboards, and it'll say, if you see something, call the PAB Rochester.
Yeah.
That was my project. I curated, I produced, and I shot that whole project.
Oh no, that's fire.
Nobody knows that because I move in silence and I have my things. I think that was like a $7,000 project. I did it.
No, that's hard.
And it's up there. So like my team, they got their work up there. I paid everybody and I kept it moving. She did, I will say though, she did say something that I agree with, and it's just knowing who your audience is when you are engaging with creative work. Because I do think that people, it's interesting now that I'm thinking about it. I think people overcharge their neighbor, and I'm saying neighbor like in your hood, and then they undercharge the organization that has the money. It's so wild. So
I agree.
Yeah,
absolutely.
so like
1,000%. Speaking of what you said, like, we'll overcharge our neighbors, but when it comes to the corporations, we'll undercharge. You can look at it also. You have people that they're willing to shortchange you, but when it comes to the corporations, they're willing to pay what they're asking for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, nah, it's crazy how that worked, but I guess that's just how things are.
Yeah, that's just the way it is.
Kind of coming off of that, what inspired you to make music? There we go.
Inspired? Well, I got I got 2 older siblings that's into music, and one's a DJ slash producer, and one's just a producer. So just as far as hip hop, I'm the youngest out of my siblings, so just growing up, sneaking in their room, fucking with their turntables and shit like that. I will say one of the first instrumentals that I really got into as a kid was I forgot the name of the group, but I think the song is called "It Takes Two."
Oh, it takes
I
two to make me go
yeah,
right.
yeah. But the instrumental, see, I didn't know when I was a kid. I didn't know the instrumental main song. I just put the shit on the turntable, grabbed the needle, pressed the button, and it just started playing. I'm like, damn, this sounds pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? So I can say that's like my early memories of really like, oh shit, this is cool. And then fast forward, probably like the first rap album I listened to was Illmatic, and that's because on the cover is Nas as a child, so I'm thinking it's a kid rapper. So I'm listening to it, and I'm like, damn, this sound it's amazing, but I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I don't understand, but it's mainly the production. The beats that's what caught me, and then obviously later on, get older and stuff. I revisit it. I understand it now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nah, definitely. Say my older siblings. I mean, music is running my family though. Real talk.
Mm-hmm.
So as you said, Vince Staples say he was born into it. Yeah, I was born into music.
Yeah.
You
Because
know what I'm saying?
you're not born and then here's hip hop. No, like you are hip hop. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
you're
yeah,
black.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
black.
yeah, yeah,
You're hip hop.
yeah.
What's what are some artists that you could think of growing up? Like for me, my earliest memories of my favorite artist is Juvenile, Nas, uh Jay-Z, and this is just hip hop alone. Uh Nelly, Ja Rule, Ludacris. These are all artists when I started figuring out like what the fuck was really going on. But
Right, right,
Illmatic
right.
is like the first CD, same thing. Child, it was just all over. Ghostface was another. There's 3 CDs I picked up as a kid. Um, Supreme Clientele, because it's just my brother's room. It's everywhere. And I just kept picking it up. Illmatic, 400 Degrees. So those
Mm-hmm.
albums right there, I vividly just remember picking them up and those being like some of my favorite artists, as well as DMX, because DMX was my brother,
Yeah,
one of his
yeah.
favorite artists. So who some of the artists that you can remember vividly like being some of your favorites growing up?
Man, just music in general though. Usher
Mm-hmm.
to Nas. Um, I used to be real big on Tony Tone. They got a song with DJ Quick that I used to listen. It's a song they got with DJ Quick that I used to listen to over and over and over. I forgot the name of the record. I remember how it goes though, but shit, man. Jay-Z, of course, Biggie. Um, it's funny though, like the first album that I asked my mom to buy me was Bow Wow first album, Beware a Dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Bow Wow was, you know what I mean? He was that guy for the kids at that time, you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
somebody
So
somebody was just
Facts.
laughing at me because I said who really inspired me to make music was Bow Wow, Stan
yeah.
Me, Michael
Mm-hmm.
Jackson. Because I thought they was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Nigga, you thought Michael Jackson was a kid? Yes, I didn't know he was grown. Like my dad was playing the music, and all I seen was a
Yeah.
kid like Michael Jackson as a kid singing. I'm like, damn, I could do that shit too. Sandy came out, Bow Wow, Romeo. I'm like, yo, all
Yeah,
these
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
kids. Then I seen one of my favorite songs was Jump, Crisscross. So I seen
Oh yeah,
Crisscross.
yeah,
Pushing
yeah.
G's
I'm
old.
like,
That was
oh
another one.
shit,
That was another
kids
one.
can kids rap it. I can do this shit too. So that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
what made me really started rapping. That really inspired me to start rapping.
And even at that time, you think about it, right? This is early 2000s, right? So
Mhm.
we little ass kids. So they used to play like MTV, BET. They will play shit from 5, 10 years prior, and that like
Yep.
with Criss Cross and shit, because Criss Cross was before the 2000s. But seeing
Mhm.
that as a kid, it's like, oh shit, these niggas wearing their clothes backwards and shit.
Backwards.
You know what I mean? But yeah, like artists like that though that I mentioned, there's a few more. But I could say they. Oh, Missy is a
Missy is another one for sure.
not
Yeah, yeah,
that Super Duper Fly, that album.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's I used to listen to that all the time, man. Hell
And then
yeah.
my mom was listening to Trick Daddy. Don't ask me why, but she was listening to Trick Daddy. She was listening to Urban Mystic. She was listening to Trina.
Mhm.
She didn't really listen to Kim like that, but it was like more Southern rappers. I don't know why she was listening to them, but she was just. I don't know. She was just
Yeah, yeah,
infatuated with them,
yeah.
like just listening to them. I remember the Trick Daddy CD and everything, like Nanny, all that shit. But
Right,
Petey
right.
Pablo, don't ask me why she liked Petey Pablo, but she liked the Petey Pablo as well.
PD Pablo.
So another thing I wanted to ask you was what's the when did you come up with the name and why is your name Year of Jordan?
Let's see. So I started, I think I recorded my first song. I was either 12 or 13. So at first my name was it was Jay Lee.
Mhm.
That was the first rap name that I had. It was Jay Lee. Where the area I grew up in, that's what they called me. They called me Jay Lee because they knew me for like the music shit, or they called me Turtle. Turtle is another, that's like a hood name and shit. And the reason why, because when I hoop and shit, I like whenever I try to cross somebody over, I'm moving slow as a bitch. And sometimes they fucking get crossed over, sometimes they don't, but I be moving slow and shit. But but yeah, Jay Lee, that just stuck. Um and then I changed it from Jay Lee to Jordan Lee. And then Year of Jordn came about. I just wanted something like whenever I go on Google and type it in, nothing
That's
pops
it.
up but me. So what I did was so my name is it's spelled Jordan, but what I did was I just took the A out.
Mhm.
Year of Jordn. It's a play on Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? 93, that was the last year 93 is the last year he won his chip before when he retired the first
Before
time.
he
Mm-hmm.
retired, yeah. And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
97, 98.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's a play on that. You know what I mean? And shit, that shit just stuck. So if you go on Google right now and type my name in, YearOfJordn, I'm the only one that pop up. So and I wanted it like that. So hell yeah.
Mm.
That's dope.
Who are some artists that inspire you now?
Oh,
Ooh.
now shit, man. It's a lot of older music. I don't
Hmm.
like some of the newer stuff, like the lot of this shit Alchemist
Hmm.
been dropping. His production is crazy. Him and Gibbs, whenever they work, you know what I mean. I tap in. The Clips, I could say that the recent album they dropped, Let God Sort Them Out, is that should win Grammy best rap album. But I know that's not going. I'll be
Yeah.
surprised if them niggas win,
Yeah.
but
I yeah.
they should win it. But they gonna
100%.
they're gonna. I ain't gonna say too much, but yeah, but the fix is in. Uh, but yeah, that I listen to a lot of Neptune's produced R&B and shit. So whenever I be like, when I get in that R&B bag, that's the shit I listen to. Anything that the Neptunes produce, uh, Roddy Jerkins, um, some Timberland, uh, it's a few others, but whenever I get in that R&B bags, mainly the Neptunes. That's my favorite. They in my top 5 producers all time. You know what
So
I'm saying?
I'm going into Dev bag real quick. Dev
Hmm.
like to ask this question. What is your process when you recording?
Bro, yeah, yeah. Yep.
So okay, my stuff when I
hold up,
record my
hold up. That's a two-part question. What is the process when you're recording your stuff, when you're rapping, and what's the
okay.
process when you're creating beats? Because you're also a
Oh,
producer
okay.
as well.
Okay, okay. So the rapping, shit. Honestly, it's really the production. That's what's gonna speak to me. So if it speaks to me, it's easy for me to pen some shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm in the studio, I'll throw on the WWE network and put it on the Attitude Era, put it on mute, let the fucking beats play, and if it speaks to me, I'll pen some shit up, and then a lot of times I record myself. Um, Unless one of my homies pull up and I just have them record me. But yeah, that's really the process. and some
For
water.
both?
No. For the rapping side, the
Rapper
rapping
side.
side, the
Okay, okay.
artist side. Yeah. The production side, kind of the same thing. A lot of it is I'm listening to a lot of different music.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to a lot of soul music, a lot of 90s aren't, a lot of 2000s aren't. 2000s R&B is probably the greatest era of R&B. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah, now
Go ahead, Dad.
he already answered the question. So my question was gonna be, what is your creative go-to? So your creator's go-to. Every creator has like a go-to comfort zone or comfort like either movie or sounds or whatever. So like an example is the Wu. They watched Kung Fu, and then
Right.
that took them to a different place. Well, that took they took them to a different place in terms of creativity. But you just said you throw on the Attitude Era, and if you ain't grow up in the Attitude era, then you losing out. But you put that on mute and you go through your process. So
Yeah.
you already answered the question.
Who was your favorite?
Yes.
Hold up. Who was your favorite wrestler during that era?
Shit, man.
Give me two.
All right. The Hardy Boys as a tag
Okay.
team.
Yeah, that's
And
Okay.
then wrestler, man, damn, that's kind of it's kind of hard because you got Stone Cold, The Rock, probably The Rock. I say The Rock and the Hardy
The
Boys
Rock.
during that time.
Okay. What about
Or
you, Dad?
Chris Jericho's in there. Damn, see, that's what I'm about to go down the list.
Yeah.
Benoit.
Ooh.
He look that's the era after. That's the ruthless aggression
Era
era.
after.
Yeah. But he's during the WCW Monday Night Raw. I think it was the Monday Night Wars or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Benoit was in WCW definitely at that time. But
Chris Benoit came from WCW. When they merged, he came over. But it was after WWF. Oh, man. Stone Cold.
Okay.
It's too many. That era is crazy. It's too many to say one.
In my opinion, that's the best. That's like the last era I watched.
Oh, 100%.
No. What's Batista era?
Ruthless aggression.
That's ruthless.
That's the Randy Orton.
Yeah,
all that shit.
That's what I stopped watching. Like
the
right after that,
DX,
I stopped watching.
Yeah, nah. I think Stone Cold, obviously The Rock. You can go with like Kane before before he took off the mask. Like the Red Machine was crazy during the Attitude Era.
One of my favorite wrestlers who made me start liking wrestling was Ken Shamrock. That was my favorite wrestler
crazy
of all time.
MMA fighter. That's what's funny about it.
That was my favorite wrestler of all. That what made me start watching WWF was because of Ken Shamrock.
Yeah, I used to watch the old UFC fights because back then, when it first started, they didn't have no weight classes. So
because he left wrestling, went there, and then he came back, and then he left again.
Yeah. Well, he started off as MMA with UFC, then he came to wrestling, then he left.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, that era was kind of crazy for UFC. Like you was 6'5", 6'6", 280-pound dude going against someone that's 5'10", 180.
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane.
Hey, Rey Mysterio was going against Batista.
On the or the wrestling shit. Yeah. I'm about to say
that's rehearsed. Yeah. They know what's happening.
Shit, you still get injuries and stuff.
Nah, that's a fact.
Hey, Dev, pull up number one for me, please. Can you tell us about this picture?
Yo, man. Oh shit. You took it back. That's in 2016 we shot that. November 2016. That was the first time me and Fresh that's the first video Fresh shot for me.
Yeah. Wow. 2016.
I remember that day. It was me, me, Bro God, IC Frames, and Fresh. Yeah, that was
yep. Oh, y'all been rocking for a hot minute.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that a screenshot from the video?
Yeah, that's a screen. That's from the video.
I
I
could
think I
tell.
archived the video.
Yeah, I could
It's a
tell.
good video for its time. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. You know what I mean? But I archived it a minute
Yo,
ago.
Can you go
Oh,
to 2? Hey
y'all
man,
pulling out, man. What y'all? Hold on, man. What's going on, man?
was that last? Who were you at this point?
Damn, bro. That's crazy. That's like 2013. Frames took that picture. That's 2013. Um,
Was you Year of Jordn or was you Jay Lee at this time?
20.
Or
I
Jordan
was
Lee?
I was I was I was Jordan Lee at that time.
Mm. Yeah, y'all been rocking for a hot minute.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I got another thing for you. Do this sound
Ah,
familiar?
shit.
They rather pay for views than to pay dues. I pay homage, bitch. I would never lose.
That's my verse on Liquid Snake.
Hey,
Me
can
and
you
Bro
tell me
God.
about that? Can you tell me about that? What do that bar mean to you?
They rather pay for views than pay for dues. Rather pay for views than to pay dues. Motherfuckers be trying to cheat. They trying to, you know what I'm saying? trying to trying to skip steps. It's like you can't. There's no skipping steps at all.
that kind of go back to the old girl that try to get that videographer. You can't. Hey, you really can't skip trying to get the best quality for cheap.
mm-hmm.
Nah, you
It's
can't.
either
Nah.
either you gonna grind it out and get the money to pay, or you gonna have to find somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple. It's really
Nah.
that simple. I
Facts,
got
yeah.
one more though. I got one more for you.
What else you pulling up?
Love sometimes can derail the mission.
Love can sometimes derail the mission.
You
I
ever heard
said
about
that.
that?
I said
Hey,
that.
you tell me. You tell me if you said it.
Love can
What did that
sometimes
bar mean to
derail the
you?
mission. I don't remember saying. I might have said that. I don't remember. But
Dude,
uh shit. With that, sometimes.
I got you, huh? A
Yeah, you
sponge,
did.
huh?
You did. You did. You did. You got me. I'm trying to think what song is
What I
that from?
got from it, what I got from it, damn, I didn't write the song down. It's the song with damn, it's on this phone. I can't even look. I can't look. But
Love
it's
can
a song
sometimes derail the mission.
with Bro God. It's a song with Bro God. I had to I get that back to you. But what I got from that and why I pulled it is
Hmm.
because love is kind of distracts you sometimes.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Being artists, even you, Debbie, that when life be lifing, especially when it becomes the love, it might be your first heartbreak, your second, or something you trying to keep together. That shit can take you off the track
Yo, I
and
wonder
put you
if
into a whole
is
nother
that
place.
my did I say that on Lenova's piece? I said that
There
on
you go.
there. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I said that on there. Yeah, yeah. Okay,
yep.
okay. Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, that okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Damn. All right. You dug. All right, yeah. All right.
I did a
You
little
stood
digging.
you had me, stumped right there. Cause I was like, damn, when did I
Yeah.
say that? Shit.
Can you tell us about Outer Heaven?
Oh man, so Outer
And
Heaven
it
came about,
is
huh?
there a part two coming?
Yeah, absolutely. We already got the beats and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Produced by AdWords. He's a producer from he's from New York City. I want to say Queens. I believe he's from Queens, but he's based in Atlanta. He's been
Mm-hmm.
down there for a minute. But now Outer Heaven came about during the pandemic, man, 2020.
Mm.
Uh, so originally, I was working. Shout out to my guy Don Kevo. He's from Virginia, 757. We were working on a project, and this is 2019. This is like September 2019. I went down to Richmond, Virginia.
Mm.
We locked in the studio. I got footage from that too and shit. Um, we locked in and we just cooking up and stuff. And then fast forward, we in 2020. That April was gonna go down there and shoot a few videos, and then we was just gonna figure out when we're gonna release it. But then the pandemic, I think, happened at the end of March. I think that's when they shut everything down.
Yeah,
March of
March,
2020.
mid-March.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, this fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
So we just put that shit on the back burner. But me and Bro Guy, we been working and stuff like that. So I'm trying to think. The first song we did was probably for that particular project. I can't remember the first song we did from that, but we just locked in the studio, and next thing I know, we got 7, 8 songs,
Yeah, I
and
remember. I
rest
remember when that
rest is
dropped,
history.
man.
Oh
I
yeah,
remember
that
when
was
that
yeah,
dropped.
yeah. Yeah,
I
that
definitely
whole
remember that.
project, man, we, as far as the visuals, we had Fresh for the visuals, we had IC Frames for the behind the scenes and the photography. Me and Bro Guy with the raps, AdWords with the beats. Um,
Where you get the
Everything was
title name from?
so I'm a big I'm not sure if y'all are really big on video games like that, but I'm super big into Metal Gear Solid. I'm not sure if y'all heard of that.
Yeah.
So that's the holy grail.
Snake Eater is my favorite one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's like for me, that's top 3 for me. And it's not 3 or 2. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? That
Metal Gear Solid,
just the series.
The
the
series.
series.
Yeah.
You said that's top one.
For me,
Number
yeah.
one.
That's number
He
1.
says number 1.
Hey, I'm
Number
not
1.
mad at it. It's in my top 5 for sure. I'm not
If
mad
y'all
at it.
ever get a chance, replay Sons of Liberty. That's the
2?
second one.
Yeah, I know
The
you're
shit
gonna say 2.
the shit that they were talking about, like there's a codec call in there, right? And it's the AI. So the nigga writing is talking to an AI the whole time. He's not talking to people. And the fucking AI is talking about memes and mind control over people and the illusion that we have choices and it's just crazy. And this game came out in, what, 2001?
Yeah.
We in 2025. You know what I'm saying? And they're talking about this then, and all this shit that they're talking about is happening now. This is crazy. So, but yeah, that's where that title came from. It was a play on that. Outer Heaven is a so in Metal Gear Solid, it's pretty much, it was created by the character Big Boss, and it's a home for soldiers who don't got a home. That's pretty much what it is. But I flipped it, it's artists who don't got a home. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
So even the track list is 7 songs, and if you look at the front cover, it's the Holy Trinity and stuff like that. So 7 is a God number. So it's a
A whole lot
combination
of
of a few
meaning
things.
that
Yeah,
that
Yeah, a whole lot of
unpacked from
meaning.
it.
Yeah.
as it should
Absolutely.
be.
And that's what he liked. He liked concept and digging deep into projects and the process, and he liked to go deep into it. He damn near wants you to write a book about it so he can read it.
Oh, word. Okay. Yeah, I don't
What
believe
about?
in.
Go ahead.
No, I'm about to say I don't believe in cheap art. Like
Yeah.
just cheaping out on art and nah, fuck all that. Like if you trying to get your stuff out there to the people, you got to package it well. It's got to be nice and packaged because you're presenting it to people. You want people to buy it, right? Or you know, what I'm saying, or people to check it out and stuff like that. That's why I'm very big on cover art. So your cover art could be the introduction to your introduction to someone. So if your cover art is like very, it's subjective, but like, a good cover art when you see one. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be that's your advertising right there. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, if you got great cover art and it looks like a piece of artwork, piece of art. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna check. Somebody's gonna check it out. They're gonna look. Now, whether the music is good or not, that's neither here or there. The whole objective was to get them to listen to it.
Facts.
That's how, like with datpiff.com during those days, I'll come across new artists.
Just from the cover art.
You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I got tricked. I got bamboozled a few times. The shit, I was not
Trash.
fucking with the music. It was ass. But there's a lot of artists that their cover arts was great and it was great music, and I became a fan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's the same thing. That's where I got that whole thing from then, and I just applied to now, and it's
So
still
you, so you a bear share line wire ass nigga.
Hold on, what?
You a bear
LimeWire.
share and a line wire ass nigga. I don't know if niggas use bear share. I use bear share and line wire.
Nah, it was only
Nah,
LimeWire.
I just use LimeWire.
Yeah, I don't
Look,
use
yeah,
I use
Bearshare.
yeah,
LimeWire. I use
yeah, yeah,
LimeWire
yeah.
before.
Well, I know you is. I know you one of them niggas. One of them niggas line wire
Fuck,
this shit up, make your own
fuck my,
CD.
I fucked my mom computer up for sure.
Hey
Hell
yo,
yeah.
what about the latest project y'all just put out, man? You and Cell. Everybody love me. Can you tell me
Everybody
something
love
about
me.
that? Yep.
Yeah, nah. So that's a very, very solid project. As my first time locking in with an R&B artist, and I'm in a different bag as far as on the production side. And it was really cool. I enjoyed the process of that for sure. I had, help on some of the production as far because I'm not the best with playing keys. I'm still learning as far as playing keys and stuff like that. But I got homies that are efficient with that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'll have them like, what's the joint? I'll make the beat and everything. And I'm like, damn, we need a bass line. And I'll just call someone like, yo, bro, or yo, come to the studio, man. I got this joint I need you to play the bass on. Or my man's his studio, we in the same building and shit. His studio's like 2 office spaces down and shit. He'll come through, play some shit, and so on and so forth. Or I'll send some shit out and it gets sent back. But other than that though, that was a really cool process, man. I actually when it comes to making R&B beats and stuff like that, I don't know. I just enjoy doing that. I love the hip hop shit. Don't get me wrong. I got my bag with that is crazy, but like R&B shit though, I love doing that. And I feel like with R&B though, I'm more open to collaboration on the production side when it comes to that versus hip hop. I don't really need to collaborate with other producers like that. You know what I'm saying? And if I do, it'd probably just be one producer, and that's probably to play the bass or something on something. But
Mm-hmm.
other than that, nah, I'd rather when it comes to the hip hop shit, I'd rather kind of produce it myself. But R&B, nah, that's because I'm not the best singer, but I can write, you know what I mean? But this person over here might got the melody, so we just throw ideas, stuff like that. But Cell is Cell's a great artist, man. You know what I mean?
That's
He
a
write
fact.
all this shit. I don't even think he wrote those songs. I don't think when we were working on them shits, I don't think them shits was written down. I think niggas just came off the top of the head and you know what I mean? And Magic was there for the process, so he contributed as well to some lyrics and stuff like that. But for the most part, Cell, I don't even think he write them shits down, man. That nigga ill, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we just released his episode with us today.
Yeah, I was watching
So
a little bit of it earlier. Hell yeah. I like that setup that y'all have, man. That's
That's
dope,
that.
man.
That's all that.
Damn.
I got
yeah,
nothing
Yeah,
to do
nah,
with that.
salute.
had to
Salute.
get rid of
That's
that
it.
That's ill.
studio, but that's the goal. I've been doing this. That's how I met Fresh, because he was on a podcast that contracted with me. This was before the pandemic.
Oh,
Was it
okay,
before the
okay.
pandemic? Yeah, it was before the pandemic. So I met a lot of people just coming through my studio, whether it's being on my show or being on shows that I hosted in the Federal Building.
Mhm.
And then like I
Oh, so
met Matt.
you know my man's Jazz.
Yeah, I know Jazz, Bro
Oh, okay,
God,
okay.
Mav. I
Okay. Yeah,
I
yeah.
shot Mav first product shoot for his Made by Mav and his first like videos when he was rolling it out and all that stuff. I grew up with him.
Yeah.
So like I
Oh,
said,
okay.
I've been proximate to like a lot of people. I just be low. I be low in my own lane, just building what I got going on. But I typically a lot of the times I connect with people through art. I don't necessarily like I'm not looking for other things because people be on their own journey, and when it's time for you to connect with people, it's time for you to connect with people. But
No, absolutely.
But yeah, that's how I met a lot of people because that's how I met Magic. He was on my show, and the crazy part, he was on my show a long time ago, and I forgot, and then we just always stayed connected. I always like to create space for people to come in and just exist, be them, especially black men.
You got anything else coming up? And then can you tell us about the Starlight video?
Yeah, no, I was gonna add on to the process of the EP. Some of the samples that was used, like Starlight. It's the infamous Kanye West heard him say drum break, which I was surprised that nobody used that. Highly
Mm-hmm.
surprised. You know what I'm saying? But I use those drums on a few different beats. But that particular for Starlight, for that particular one, is just everything just meshed well. I wish I had the footage of me and Cell in the studio while I was making the beat to that and stuff.
Yep.
But that shit was cool. But yeah, nah, man. As far as the video goes, man, that was pretty. That was fun too, man. That was my first time like co-directing a music video and stuff like that. So that was real ill, man. Shout out to Fresh and IC Frames. IC Frames came through clutch with the model for the video.
You
You know
put
what I
a lot
mean?
under on your resume. Producer, artist, co-director. What
Yeah,
else? What else you got on your resume?
shit, curator.
Hey, Dad.
Shit, man. It's a
I
few.
know.
It's a
Don't even trip. I got you. Hey, Dad, you can pull up 3 for me.
Yeah, so Upstate of Mind is a record label that was started, shit, man, probably like 11th, 12th grade. That started by me and IC Frames. Like 11th,
Mm,
12th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade, maybe 10th grade or 11th, 2010. So whatever grade I was in 2010, you know what I'm
mm.
saying? So
And what that
that
consists of?
that's a label. So that's a label that's just something that I don't even know how the fuck this shit started. It's a play on Nas always says,
Illmatic?
yeah, New York State of
New York
Mind.
State of Mind. Yeah.
Right. So I was like, nah, upstate of mind. You know what I'm saying? I got an upstate plan with a New York dream. You know what I'm saying? Some shit
Right.
like that. Yeah. So that's how that started. But it's a label. It consists of Bro God, Paris Polo, A Ghost in Disguise, and myself.
Mm-hmm.
And also the projects that I produce for like other artists outside of the camp, those projects more than likely get released through the Upstate of Mind label. And it's owned by me and IC Frames. Like I said, it's some high school shit that we had started and we just carried that shit. And then we legitimized it by getting a LLC for it and stuff like that. So yeah.
And the future projects would be, what's the future project that you got coming up for Upstate of Mind?
So you mentioned Outer Heaven too. So we definitely, me and Bro God gonna definitely get on that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've been working with these two guys, Yogi Berry and Kai Onyx.
Mm-hmm.
We've been cooking up, so we got a project in the works. That's gonna be released under that. Me and Cell getting back in the studio. So we're gonna work on the follow-up to Everybody Everybody Loves Me. My stuff. So I got a few projects lined up. I got one as far as me as an artist. I got one I've been working on low key, and it's being produced by I don't know if you guys ever heard of Lennon Empire.
Yeah,
He
I
has a
learned.
record label called Oval Office Music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard.
So yeah, he's producing the project. We collabing on the production and shit, but like it's just me rapping. I'm gonna get him to, because he although he's a nice producer, that nigga's a nice rapper. Like that nigga's fire. He's one of my
He been
favorite
rapping for a
rappers of the
minute.
time. One of
Yeah,
my
he was
favorite
rapping for a
rappers
hot minute.
from the town. Easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we've been working on that. As far as like executive producer role, I'm behind the scenes on a couple of other projects and stuff, just putting people together and stuff like that. Cause this is the thing, like I don't gotta produce for everybody. Like I know other producers, so it's like, yo, some artists, they hit me and they be like, yo, I want to lock in with you. And I'll fuck with they shit, but I'll be like, yo, you know what? You'll sound dope with this person. So let me connect y'all two. and then I'll just be behind the scenes on a project and just making sure. Really, what my job is just to make sure it gets placed where it needs to get placed. You know what I'm saying? I'm also so me and Fresh Vision started. He has his the Fresh Company, and I'm on board with it and everything. So pretty much it's a creative agency. That's really what it is. So we got that brewing. A lot of people don't know about that, but it's a
So
lot of dope shit, man.
you
It's
added
dope.
another thing to your resume.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just a jack of all trades, man. I can't keep up.
Nah. I don't. I wouldn't say I'm a jack. I wouldn't say I'm a jack of all trades. I like to master one thing at a time. So
Hmm.
they say jack of all trades, master of none. I say jack of all trades, master of one. But that
Hmm.
one just being one at a time. So I've been an artist for a minute since I was like 12 years old. You know what I mean? And then from 12 to let's say 2006 to fucking 2018. 2018 is when I first started. I was fucking with the beats before, but I wasn't really. I had FL Studio. I made a few beats and that was whatever, but I ain't really get into it till 2018.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And then I'm like, oh shit, I love making beats. I'm going to sleep thinking about making beats and all. It honestly, that shit took over the artist side of me. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? But recently I've been able to find the balance to where I can switch it on and off. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Oh, and I forgot another project that's coming out 2026. So me and one of my homies, Elijah Rich, he's a dope artist, producer. We're working on an EP. Uh
Hmm. Yeah, I seen
we're
him
both
perform.
rapping on it. Yeah. He's a cool dude, man. That's my guy. We got a project we're working on too.
That what was
But
that question I seen that popped up?
It wasn't a question. I was gonna say, nah, it seems like he working in a pocket. So like
Hmm.
yeah, there you go.
everything
That's the best.
feeds it
Yes.
feeds
That's the
into the
best way
same
to
thing
describe it.
because it's the same
Hmm.
energy. And it might be because the producer is a producer. So the producer in terms of music is the director of the studio.
Hmm.
So and then there's other things. So you a lot of times people miss um they kind of think that the engineer and the producer does the same function
No.
where they don't do the same function at all. A lot of times the engineer is that person who understands the music theory and all of the knobs and buttons and what they do and all of that stuff, right? But the producer is the quarterback of the team. So now you
Hmm.
got to punch in right here. Nah, you got to come in right here. Hold on, we're gonna switch this right here. So that same energy,
Because a lot of engineers don't do that.
right? So yeah, I was just saying like, yeah, it sound like Year of Jordn is working within the pocket of production. It just may look a little different depending on what the project is.
Yeah. Nah. That's the best way to describe it, man. I can engineer. Like I've been recording myself, like I said, since first started recording. You know what I mean? So I got better with recording. The thing is, I don't have like a studio that's open to the public per se. I don't. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like I don't have the patience to like record other people like that
Mm-hmm.
unless if it's a project I'm locking in with someone, we working on something, or outside of people that's part of the label. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, those are my brothers, so I'll what I mean, put my engineer hat on for them when need be. But outside of that, I if we're not working on like a project together, or if I'm producing for someone, I don't got time for that. It's not even I don't got time, it's the energy, because
Right.
I see like what that shit do. Like you taking on sessions and this artist that's not inspiring you. And let's just say you an artist yourself, or you produce. And after you get done with the session, you're like drained because it's like, damn, I did not enjoy
Mm-hmm.
that session at all.
Mm-hmm.
And after you were looking forward to, okay, after I'm done with these sessions, I'm gonna work on my stuff. But then it's like, damn, bro, I'm fucking drained.
Or
You know
some
what I mean?
people
It
Right.
just don't
wasn't.
take it that serious.
They
Right.
don't.
Right. It's a
Nah.
hobby.
Yeah.
They just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
So
just do it as a hobby.
So let me
some
ask you.
people.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, because some people like kind of be wondering, why do I have a studio if I don't take sessions? And it's like it's perfectly. I mean, what it makes sense that I don't want to fucking record other people. I want to work on my shit. That's what it's for. It's a creative space for me and my peoples. That's it.
Facts.
That's all it is.
Facts.
Like, I do shout out to Midnight Beats. Uh he he's an engineer, but he's more so he's a producer. That's what he does first, but he knows how to engineer. So sometimes he'll take, like, I'll refer certain people. If I know that you serious and shit like that, I'll refer you to him and stuff like that. But we all on the same page. It's like, yo, this is just a space to create and get the shit out there. You know what I mean? And I think, all artists, if you serious about your shit, I think you should invest in having your own setup.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Not saying that you have to mix down your own shit. If you know how to mix, then go ahead. But if you don't, you don't have to focus on the mixing. Just focus on the recording yourself, and then you can just send it off to get mixed. Unless you already know how to do it, then you good. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that's important for artists to have your own setup so you can get them ideas out. You know what I mean?
Taking the conversation we just had around like the different artists, and like sometimes artists are drained or whatever. There's a lot of artists in the town, from the town, in the town, doing different things, been rapping for a long time. Do you think that there is enough synergy in the town from the artists to do something like Attack of the Dreamers? And would you be interested in engaging in a project similar to Attack of the Dreamers, where you bring in different artists together
to got some history?
Yeah.
Good question, Dev.
I'm Magic. I don't know if you got that picture queued up.
No, I didn't put it up.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's been attempted before. So I'm gonna give Dev probably doesn't. He probably don't know the backstory with this, but so I think this is like 2011. So Emilio Rojas is an artist from here. At a point in time, he was buzzing. He was during the blog era. Like, Two Dope Boys was fucking with him. Like, he was really buzzing. I think Rick Ross was trying to sign him at one point. So he came back to the town and he put together, I believe it was called the Rock Tape. And you had rappers like 38 Spesh, Ito, Hassan Maki, Emilio Rojas. There was a bunch of people. Jay Black, I think, was there. Trying to think, man. There was a bunch of people, man. PA Knit. Man, it was a lot of people. It was dope. It's a legend. You got to show him that picture, man. But it was pretty dope, man. But Emilio tried to do that. I'm not sure what happened with that. But I think something like that could only, man, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't really got the answer to
Good
that.
question,
I'm gonna be
Dad.
honest with you.
Good question, Dad.
I don't know. I think if you got artists that already got shit in motion on their own already, and then they just come together to do it, maybe. But if you don't really got no motion like that you created on your own, then probably not, because I think it'd just be too, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a good question, though. It's a good question. Rochester always had like the better rappers between the, Buffalo, Syracuse. We always had the better rappers. To this day. And I'll say right now we got the better scene. We have as far as the upstate New York cities, we got like the best scene right now. And it's crazy because, like, just hearing stories about when like Devontae Swing came to Rochester, and the whole Dejalon studio thing, like, it was a big R&B scene here in the 90s. And it's just funny how, like, 30 years later, it just switches. Now we got a rap scene, you know what I'm saying? But the R&B scene is like kind of dead. So, I don't know, man. Everybody had to be on the same page, man.
I
everybody
think
would
it's
have
just
to.
pride. All the
That
pride got to go.
I was about to get to that. I was about to
Mm-hmm.
get to that. The
Mm-hmm.
niggas got to leave the
Pride,
ego and pride at the
ego.
door.
Yeah.
Um,
Just
having
create, man.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know what's the issue with creating people.
But you need somebody. But you need somebody that understand. All right, what's the goal of it? What's the goal of it? Is it
Facts.
just to do it,
Facts.
or is it just to bring awareness to what's going on here? Because if that's the case, you need somebody that like understands the business or understands how to market the music or place it. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And if you don't have that, then what's the point of doing it? You just doing it just for the town's sake. You know what I mean?
Everybody gonna have different. I mean, everybody got different personality. Everybody built from different cloths. So people gonna come with
Yeah,
different intentions. Some people gonna look for the money. Some people are looking to get paid. Some people are looking
yeah,
to
yeah.
just create the music, and some people just looking for the vibe, the music, and all of it, and all. So it
Mhm.
really just depends, man. It got to be the right people. Ego and the pride, all that shit got to go.
I think the problem is, and it's not even just a Rochester thing. I think this goes on everywhere, but everybody wants to be the man. So
Yeah,
everybody
we
can't be
we
the man.
we talked about
You
that
know
a
what I
couple
mean?
episodes ago.
Uh,
Oh yeah, we
Derek
did.
Fisher got 5 rings. Was he the man? No,
Nah.
he played his role, played his
Mm-hmm.
position. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have awareness to know that you may not be the person for it to spearhead this. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to come after. You know what I mean? But nah. So it's but some people don't want to hear that.
Some people looking to come vibe and drink. Take your drunk ass home.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nah, I don't be none of that, man.
Yeah, yeah. Take your
Yeah.
drunk ass home, man. We out here trying to work.
Nah.
But my other question is, what do you think the state of hip hop is in right now?
Mm.
I think it's in like a rebirth. I think that I think a lot of people are witnessing because hip hop is still new. You know, as compared to other genres, it's still new and everything. So
Yeah.
it
51
is
years
very
old.
telling. Yeah, it's very telling that like, damn, no rap songs in the top 40, first time in 30 years. I mean, that is interesting. But with that, everything that's being exposed about you can buy your spot on the billboard and everything. The mystique, like the illusion that everything's organic is that's I think that's fucking with a lot of people. You know
Mm.
what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's like
Mm-hmm.
finding out wrestling was fake.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
you got people that's super passionate about music, and you finding out, yo, this shit fake. Like the reason why this person's the top of the charts because it was paid for. Me
Mm.
personally, even with like an artist, right? I always gauge an artist by their live shows. You know what I mean? There's a lot of artists that be on these festival bills that can't fucking pack out a 500 capacity venue. You know what I'm saying? It's weird, but it makes sense. They don't have no base. They don't have no fan base. We've entered the point of hip hop, time in hip hop, where labels were they prioritize data over talent. And just because this person got 100,000 followers don't mean that this person's making money off of music. It's a lot of people that got hundreds of thousands of followers and they don't make no money off of music. They damn near
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
homeless. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
What what do you think got us to this state of hip hop?
labels prioritizing data.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's that. I understand it's 10% talent, 90% business, right? But it's so many people that are coming and they're like overnight sensations or whatever. They're here for 15 minutes and they're gone. It's a lot of that because they got X amount of numbers on TikTok, so we sign them, but they fucking music don't do anything. Outside of that, so it's a lot. It's just oversaturation. Is a thing. Uh, and I'm just speaking on hip hop. I guess you could say music in general because the same thing about you can pay to get on these charts with hip hop. These pop, they doing the same shit with the pop charts and everything.
You
You know what I
speaking
mean?
like bots?
What you mean? But I'm glad you said that. Every fucking artist at that level, they have bots on their shit. Everybody. And
Like
they
who?
have bots on her. I'm not going, that's, come on, man. What you try to
It's
do,
the
man?
internet.
Come on, man.
But it's the internet. It's the internet. Be aware of what you say.
Yeah, man. Hey, I ain't media trained, but I know what to say and what not to say.
Gonna get a subpoena.
If I was on if this was the Alex Jones podcast, then I'll get into that shit. You know what I mean? But I'm not on that side. You feel me? But yeah, nah. All them artists, all of them, all the top ones, you name them, they got bots on their shit, man. Now, there's a difference where, okay, let's say you do get 5 million legit monthly streams on Spotify, right? Let's say it's legit. You don't think that the labels aren't boosting those numbers to where now it's 20 million monthly? They get the 5 million legit already. But let's throw extra sauce on it. Because it's a numbers game, which it shouldn't be, you know what I mean? Because as you can see, it's not working for a lot of these artists. It's not working out. Like, who's the new superstar in music?
It's not one yet.
Right.
Not yet. Well, you could say NBA Youngboy.
We're gonna see. But I think he might be. But you see though, that's another thing.
He
too.
said new though.
Yeah, new. He's been around for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a journey. It takes a while for you to become.
It is a journey. It's a journey. Yeah, his shit. What we seen with NBA YoungBoy, this is 10 years of shit being built.
Yeah,
That's why we see he's selling out arenas. Yeah. But there's been other artists that came out around the same time as him. Right. That's from that same era and even after him, and nah, it's not even close. You know what I'm saying? But he's an anomaly though, for sure. In this day and age. But just in general though, like what's the super? You know what I mean? Because the idea of fame is like dead.
There's been, at least with hip hop, can't really speak for other. Well, I mean, you technically speak for R&B a little bit, but they've decentralized hip hop from the industry, and I think a lot of that's coming from the internet being the internet. So because of that, like when I say decentralized, it's like hip hop now is all about the deal, so the numbers, the data, and what you can guarantee us, and less about we're going to take this artist and we're going to go through the process of development. We're going to make sure what J. Cole went through in order to release his first album. His first album.
Sideline Story.
Sideline Story, which but what he went through, because he talks about like, I didn't want Who Dat to be my single because I didn't think that was it, but the label was telling me, well, Jay and them was telling me like, this is what it's gonna be for your first album. No album after that he had creative control over was the same type of energy. No. Because once he made it, then he was able to kind of cultivate what his trajectory of an artist would be. And I think that goes to what you're talking about, Year of Jordn around. Like NBA is an anomaly because he was able to stand the test of this loose industry that we're engaging in right now. Mm-hmm. But I think that hip hop being a part of pop culture to a certain extent, and the acquiring of talent has nothing to do with the talent and more to do with how much money are you bringing us before we bring you money. I think is where hip hop is at, like this rebirth. Because back in the day, you did pay for spots. It was just on the radio. It was a controlled, centralized process. Yeah. Like you had
which still exists to this day.
Right.
That still goes on. Yeah.
Right. So like we would be ignorant to think that doesn't exist in streaming, where it's easier to pay and not get caught because everybody owns a piece of everything for the most part, and they're all in the same game. UMG own like 20 different recording labels. So they own all of it, right?
And they're all in cahoots with the streaming services.
Yeah, right. So and they all gonna eat, right? So I think because we can't even name who was the double XL freshman for the last like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years.
I can't recall. I know this year the only person I know on there was Ray Vaughn. That's it.
And
I
right.
don't know who else. I think Laser Dim. I think Laser Dim. I know about Laser Dim. I think those are the only two that I know about. Everybody else, I'm like, yo, I don't even.
At all. And it was a
Yeah.
moment in time where it was like that was the platform you wanted to be on to
Yeah.
break into the industry, right? As well as other stuff. So like I think that it is also the reason why the hip hop is where it is right now is because the industry is viewing it differently because they can find a regular person that has 500K, a million followers on TikTok. Their music is going viral on TikTok. We can pay them a bag. We can eat off of this. We control the masters, and then we kind of rinse and repeat. Which is why, like, you don't have the designers where a designer will dumb down his art in order to be mainstream and collect that bag, and then now you see him rapping like a regular rapper, and it like broke the internet. Yeah, nah, he was always that. It was just at some point somebody told him, nah, do it this way because the longevity is gonna be there. So I think it's also the decentralizing of like the industry not developing hip hop in the way that it used to. And I mean, it's the most popular genre across the world. And we control hip hop. We've always controlled hip hop. The people who control country and pop and all that stuff, it's a little bit their
world is different.
Yeah, the way they measure it is different. Taylor Swift just broke a record for the most
3 million
stream. Yeah, 3 million or something like that.
4 million, something like that.
Did any of us pick up the album? Nah, she got the numbers.
She sold crazy vinyls.
Yeah.
She sold more vinyls,
right?
Than yeah,
and
like,
and they was talking about with her. They were just talking about how like one of her albums got like 37 different versions. Like there's so many. She got so much product. Say that she got so much product to where you got one person buying 24 versions of the same thing. But she also is, America's sweetheart. And there's more white
since
people.
She was like 14.
14, yeah. But she's again the way that the industry handles her is different because she is a reflection of the people who's managing her. Versus for us, we've always controlled who was hot in hip hop, not them. So like Rolling Stone with Outkast, people didn't understand how legendary that is, and they don't understand when he was saying, he said in the 3 Stacks said in his acceptance speech, great things start in a small room, and this started in a small room. Like that's the studio you talking about, Year of Jordn, where it's like, yeah, what we started, like this is our space to start whatever we want to start here, and wherever that takes us, it started here. Or like Upstate of Mind, that started as something we was playing with in high school, and it turned into a LLC, and now we have different projects that we're working on. So yeah, I think it's also the decentralization of like hip hop within the industry, because they can't control the Jay-Z's anymore because Jay-Z is a billionaire. So now he's talking the same language as the CEO of Universal Music Group. I can't remember his name, Lucien Grange and all of them.
Nah, I agree. Also too, you're right about the whole artist development. That used to be a big thing.
Yeah.
I think just in the music industry, period, I don't think artist development is a thing across all genres. I agree. But it's different though with the other genres because they come in with a team already. So
yeah,
that whole development is already there for the most part. Versus hip hop nowadays, there's no artist development at all. You can tell by the songwriting, the songs, and all that. You can tell it's not there. I think too, it's gonna be interesting to see where this rebirth, this shit that's going on in hip hop. Some people say, "Oh, hip hop is finished" and stuff like that. I don't think it's finished at all. But I do believe that so much shit been exposed that we're seeing everything unfold. You know what I mean? The fact that you can pay for a top 20 Billboard spot, even though it's always been like that, but now it's this we giving it to y'all like
That's public knowledge
this is
now.
what it is. Yeah, yeah. And it's like, damn, what the fuck? So nothing's organic? Like, what's going on here? Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's just where we're at right now with it. I think I agree with you as far as we need more of us to be in these executive positions regarding hip hop. Because the people they got in there, a lot of them, if they're like hip hop heads and they're legit fans of rap, no problem. Because we see the Steve Lobels and what's the other guy? Damn, I can't think of his name. But you got some that are like they're fans because punk rock and hip hop are like this. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So a lot of punk rockers love hip hop. You know what I mean? So when you have those people and they're fans of hip hop and they're, people say they're dictating the culture. I mean, like Leor Cohen. Leor Cohen is important to hip hop with Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? But people call him a culture vulture. But I mean, shit, our own kind we're culture vultures when it comes to certain shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's just a weird time for hip hop. It's just interesting to see what's gonna happen though.
So
R&B
quick
too.
question.
R&B been in that space as well too.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know. Yeah, it's weird too.
Quick question. Mainstream or underground?
What's underground now though?
Yeah, what's underground?
Underground
that's different
is,
now.
I mean, Currency is like an underground artist. If you want to be technical, he's not a mainstream artist. He's not a person with a deal. It's like a underground artist, is like a real. Keyword is real independent artist.
So
That's
like a
not
Lupe Fiasco?
Lupe mainstream.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a
mainstream.
he's a mainstream
Yeah.
artist.
He might be independent now,
Like
but
Gazelda
it,
is considered an underground group
yeah, they considered
or
yeah.
movement. They just like in the middle kind of like, but they're still
Right.
considered underground because it's not like a mainstream. Their music not mainstream. A lot of people don't listen to West Side Gun. A lot of people don't listen to 38 Special. A lot of people don't listen to Ransom. A lot of people don't listen to. It's a lot of underground artists that people don't listen to, but those same underground artists can sell more than your mainstream artist. They can pack out
Yeah, I think
a show better than what he said earlier. That it's some mainstream artists that can't pack out that be at these festivals. They can't pack out these shows. But these underground artists are okay. It's another one. Underground is more direct with their fans. They're literally
yep.
touching their fans compared to a mainstream art.
I got you.
Well, you got your accept, so it depends, man. I like to be in the middle with that because on the mainstream side, I think people, you know how they try to say radio is not important no more and this, that, and third. If you're an
So like
artist,
Lupe, I
you're
would say is in the middle. He can tap into that mainstream, but he also can
yeah.
do some underground stuff like that, or like a Joe Budden. Joe Budden tapped into the mainstream at one point, and then
And then he
Slaughterhouse and
went
all that
straight
was
underground.
underground. Yeah, all that is underground. So there's
Yeah.
a lot of people that still be talking about Pump It Up, but Joe Budden got a lot of crazy ass verses,
He got
crazy ass.
he has a catalog.
He has
Like,
a real big catalog that people don't know
yeah,
about
Joe
because
Budden
it was
gets busy.
underground.
People do
And
try
he
to be
sells
funny
out.
and say people do try to say they try to be funny and say, "Oh, pump it up guy," and it's like, all right, that was a hit. That was a gold album, gold
It
single, platinum
was.
single.
Mm-hmm.
But he has a cat like the Mood Music series. Mood Music 3 is one of my favorite. If you put together, it's hard to put together a top 10, but I would say that Mood Music 3 is in my top 10 favorite mixtapes of all time. Me personally, but
Mm-hmm.
I think it just depends on what how you trying to play it because
Mm-hmm.
they try to say radio's not important, but radio is important. You make more money off a radio spin than a stream.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So the artists that are in the iHeartMedia infrastructure, they got their foot in the door. They're gonna eat, especially if they own a large percentage of their publishing and stuff like that. They're gonna eat. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of artists, especially like I guess a lot of the new wave rappers and stuff like that, some of them get played on the radio, but a lot of they don't put their whole focus on that. Which honestly, I think you should. If you trying to make money off the shit, and you're signed, I think the radio route is the more lucrative direction versus streaming because a lot of these artists not making no money off streaming unless you're independent and you own the master recording. You're gonna make money off the streams. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nah, I'm on the middle with it because even on the underground, you can if you got an infrastructure and just say you got a fan base of 1,000 people and they spend a 100 to 250 a year. Each fan spend $100 to 250 on you each year. That's 1,000 people. That's not bad. You know what I'm
Hey, you
saying?
doing good for
And
yourself.
that's not
Yeah.
counting if you get a feature money coming in, um, shows and stuff like that. So it's pros and cons to both of it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be one of them people who be like, nah, I'm stay away from the mainstream. Fuck all that, the labels that man. Listen, if you going into something with a plan and you and a vision and you already been through the trials and tribulations and you go into a label, like a major label, you already know what to come with and what to expect. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I'm on the middle with it, man. I fuck with both.
Do you believe it's the underground for R&B music?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh,
And
100%.
where do you think
1,000.
we can where do you think that people could find that R&B, underground R&B and underground rap?
So R&B, all right, I'll give you both, right? So boom, R&B, it's a lot of dope R&B music on TikTok from
Mm-hmm.
people like I just come across them. So like, damn, this sound dope. So
Yeah, I came across
TikTok is
somebody
definitely
yesterday.
you got some there's Instagram pages like R and Bass, R&B Radar. Um, there's another one I can't think of the name, but those platforms showcase a lot of up and coming R&B artists or R&B artists that's like buzzing, but they're not signed or whatnot. Or they could be signed. You know, some people be fake independent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the way they package it, they have a team. They package it to make it look like they're independent and stuff like that. But those platforms I come across R&B, and then on the hip hop side, the underground rap side, there's some hip hop. See, that's the thing too. There's different pockets to the underground though.
Mm-hmm.
So on this side, you got Griselda, Rock Marciano, Bodie James, Makami, shit like that, right? But on this other side, you have niggas like I don't know if you guys familiar with Bones, Xavier Wolf, Chris Travis. Like you got that side. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Um, so it's different pockets in the underground.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of different pockets, but as far as like the Bodie James, Griselda, that wave of stuff, you got pages like Pocket the Plug. As far as underground rap, Pocket the Plug, Paper Chasers, I think it's called Sleeping on Gems covers. That's an interesting page too, because they cover R&B and hip hop, but
Mm-hmm.
but the hip hop side though it's I've seen them cover like West Side Gun on there, but they not. I don't think they cover like hardcore shit like I don't know, probably like super street rap. Even though
Yeah.
Gun, I guess, shit is street rap, but it's kind of different though.
Mm-hmm.
But Sleeping
This
on
shit's
Gems is
fly.
another. That's that. Yeah. It shit can pass through. Yeah, that's another page though that covers up and coming artists and artists that are signed to that are I guess building their buzz up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a few outlets, man. It's a few people just gotta do their research, man. I think also too, man, if you serious about whatever it is that you're doing, it don't even gotta be music. Doing your fucking homework, doing the research.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Some people just be too fucking cool for school or just be too fucking lazy to just pick. You got your phone in your hand, just Google some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You got chat GBT and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But motherfuckers just, that shit be too cool for me. I don't know how to do that shit. Then why the fuck you doing this then? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, also too, I wanted to say, what's interesting with hip hop too is the ageism that's like obsolete now. You know what I'm saying? They used to try to say, you know, it's a young man's game and whatever, but it's interesting that the rappers that are buzzing right now, for the most part, are like 40
over
plus.
30. Yeah, over 30. Over 35.
Yep.
Yeah. 30, 35 and up, you could say, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
They start talking about that when Clips dropped the album. And how
man,
they
them
going on
niggas
their
was
run.
47, 48, and what Pusha T like 47, 48, and Malice is 53.
Yeah.
And Malice rapping, he's like MVP of rap this year.
Oh, 100%.
Easy. Like
100%.
he came back with a vengeance, man. I done sung along with rappers that I didn't believe. Only came back for the money. That's the devil in me. Had to hide it from the church. That's the Jekyll in me. I'm like, yo, this nigga, he's snapping.
Yeah, snapping.
Yeah,
every song,
yeah.
every track.
And they're showing that the older you get, the better you get at rapping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like they don't sound like old niggas trying to rap.
You gaining wisdom, you gaining life experiences.
Yeah.
So it's, once you first of all, you already knew how to rap. You was already a dope rapper before. But once you come back and you got good intentions with this shit, because you already left because of the shit was fucking with you and fucking with your life. Now you coming back, you understand what the fuck really going on. Of course you gonna kill. Of course.
Facts.
You'll never stop being a dope rapper. As long as you stay in your own, as long as you being yourself where you rapping, you good.
Killer Mike winning that Grammy. What was it, last year he won?
The year before.
Ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah,
okay.
it was 2 years ago.
Someone that's in their late 40s won rap album of the year.
Yeah.
That like, a lot of people was hating on that shit. Oh, that shit, that album wasn't better than this album, this, that.
That was my favorite album that year. I called it. I called that.
If you look at the albums that he went up against,
facts.
He put out the better album. Yeah, he put out, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully the Clips get it this year coming up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I know,
it's some good competition this year though. Like
politics. You know who they gonna give it to though. Come on now.
Oh yeah.
You know who they gonna give it to.
I'm pretty sure. I'm hoping. I know that Kendrick. I know Kendrick. That is a very high likely.
I like that Kendrick.
winner.
I just want to touch on this right quick. I like that. So that GNX album, the thing about it, it's a regional rap album.
Yeah.
And I like that he did that because I think also too with this rebirth of hip hop needs to be regional again.
Go back to regional. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Having these regional sounds. I think Detroit been doing it for a while now.
I've been saying that. New York niggas should not be saying cat. New York niggas should not be saying twin. That's not our slang. Why are we saying that shit?
Nowhere near it.
Stop saying that shit. That's not our shit. That's not our shit. Like, now that the young heads be saying mud. That's some New York shit. Rap and say some my mud or mud something. I don't want to hear you saying cat, twin, slide. Like, that's not our slang. Back in the day, niggas, you would know where somebody from the slang they're saying in their rap.
Yeah.
Just
we be saying
just like you know
Atlantic shit.
Yeah.
All types of shit. Like, nigga, no, we're from New York, upstate, and New York City, we all had the same fucking slang.
Playing.
Why are we
Facts. Yeah,
slang?
yeah.
Why are we saying down south slang? Why are we saying West Coast slang? Like, nigga, we're not from there.
Nah, you
I
right.
hate
Fact.
that
You
shit.
right. It's the internet though. It's the internet brought. That's the thing. The internet made everything close.
No
So
bounds. Yeah.
that shit blurred the lines. You know what I mean? Like I fuck with ASAP Mob, especially when they came out with Heavy, but that was Houston inspired. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I fuck with it, but it wasn't New York. The style and how they was dressing for sure. That was, you know what I mean? But just the music though, the flows, like Rocky was using that.
Yeah, yeah,
Nah,
yeah. The
Midwest
chop and
and Houston
screw.
and Houston. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, nah, that's what I like about that Kendrick album though. It's West Coast hip hop album. You know what I'm saying? I respect it a lot. And I think hopefully hip hop gets back to that. Metro Boomin put out an album.
Yeah, the
Uh,
Atlanta joint.
yeah,
Futuristic.
the Atlanta shit,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
summer or some shit like that.
yeah, yeah.
And that
And that
sounds like
sound
an
like
Atlanta album
Atlanta. Yes.
with Atlanta artists, nothing but Atlanta artists on there. You know what I'm saying? That shit was dope. You know what I mean? So yeah, nah, man. Hopefully, hopefully they get it right at these Grammys this year, but we'll see. You know, it's politics as usual.
Yeah, we'll see.
Um,
Right.
I
But
got
we
a question to ask y'all right quick.
mhm.
Uh, do y'all think that battle last year fucked up a lot of shit?
Hey, that's what I was getting
I,
into. That's why I said like who, but you dodged it. So I
Uh,
because I know how he feel about it. So hey,
I don't think the battle per se. I think the aftermath. So the court, a lot of the stuff that Drake did after the battle, I think took away from what that did for hip hop.
oh, the
Cause I did,
lawsuit
yeah,
and
the
shit. Oh, okay,
lawsuit and all that
okay.
stuff.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think the
yeah, yeah.
battle, and everything was on par with what we're used to seeing. Actually, I think it was one of the more cleaner of the beefs that we've seen in the past for the most part. Because it was very PC, but at the same time they were still going at each other. But Drake is not that type of artist, so it wasn't gonna be a you know, Pac versus Biggie type
Yeah.
situation. It wasn't gonna be a Ice Cube Vaseline type situation because that's not the type of energy that Drake gives. I think that it was mainstream versus like the culture, like hip hop, like somebody
Okay,
who
okay.
studies the craft and partakes in the craft and writes his own stuff, like, and he had to come up through that wave versus
So,
somebody
so,
that
so,
was
so you don't think Drake write his own stuff?
not all the stuff. I think he does write, but I don't think he write all the stuff.
Hmm.
I don't think he write
Interesting.
all the stuff. Only because you have to acknowledge, like, when you know when people write for themselves, and like when people write, and when people get things right for them, like, or written for them,
Okay.
because they show up in certain ways. And for me, Drake is one of those people I said this during the beef, where it's like you would never know if somebody wrote something for him because his profession before rap was acting. So he can take
Okay.
on personas and different voices and all of this different cadences. He was taught to take on people's different cadence. So you would never know if somebody wrote for him because he can fit any type of sound. Versus if somebody wrote for Kendrick, you would know. If somebody wrote, or if something steps outside of the style of an artist who has a specific approach to their craft, you would
Yeah.
know it. So, like, for example, when J. Cole released 7 Minute Drill, I was like, this is not Cole. Like, this don't sound like something that Cole does. And when he went
He
to
was pressured.
Dreamville, yeah, he was pressured. So, like,
Yeah.
he detoured from what he does in terms of writing and all that stuff to respond to something that he ain't have to respond to, which is why we got the apology at Dreamville Fest. So yeah, I think Drake does write. I'm not gonna take that away from him, especially when you are of the culture and you partake in the culture, you learn how to write. But when you go into a freestyle or whatever, you start to see where people lack, because freestyling is just a bunch of rhymes that you have in your head that you've written that you can place on a beat, or a song that you've written in the past and a beat comes on. Oh, I can place this cadence on this beat. You see that with Chris Brown. He rapped a fan of a fan verse on I forget which show he was on, but he rapped the same verse as a freestyle. So like, if you don't know about Fan of a Fan and Fan of a Fan 2, the album, if you didn't listen to it, you wouldn't have picked up like, wait, this is the same cadence and the same verse that he wrote for the album, but he released it at a different times. So like, you can tell when just people when people write for themselves, and then how they show up in terms of like in a space of freestyling where you have to be confident in the way that you approach that. You can only be confident if you are always trying to write and like you spend time with the craft.
So y'all think Kendrick out-rap Drake on all them songs? Like, so the songs Kendrick put out versus the songs Drake put out?
So we talking about rapping or songs?
Rapping.
Oh yeah, he out-rap.
Kendrick out-rap Drake?
He out-rap Drake. 100%.
Interesting.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah,
what you think?
100%.
You know, I asked you the question.
100%.
But yeah, I think I disagree.
Oh yeah.
I disagree.
There you go. You good.
I don't think Kendrick out-strategized Drake. He beat Drake at Drake's own game. That's what it is. And also, too, I'm going to say this. I did find it kind of weird that Universal sided with Kendrick based on that, you know, Drake generates a lot of money over there. He's, as far as hip-hop goes, he's the top guy. Not saying that Kendrick doesn't generate any money, but compared to Drake, nah. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought it was weird that you seen Lucien Grange at the Grammys, and you know Kendrick wins the Grammy for Not Like Us, and Lucien Grange high fives Dr. Dre. That shit was just very weird to me. I'm like, yo, that's very interesting. So it just made me wonder though, like, damn, what did Drake do for them to be like, yo, fuck all that, we ain't fucking with you no more. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, though, I don't think Kendrick out-rap Drake.
What was the best song of the beef?
Family Matters. Family Matters on, and you can the 7, what is it, 7-6? What's that shit? The LA joint?
616 in LA.
Yeah, 616 in LA. I thought that was pretty dope. Yeah. Oh, and a lot of people hate on the tailor-made shit. I don't know why. They said, oh, he was using AI and da-da-da. It's like, yo, he used it in a creative way. Like, he rapped the shit and put the Tupac voice filter on his vocals, and the same thing with the Snoop shit. He's rapping in their perspective. He's rapping like them. You know what I'm saying? And tied it all in with his verse. Like, that was creative, but I don't know, man. I think Drake been on top so long that people are just waiting for his demise. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think with the battle, but Drake had the better raps. It's just Kendrick, they out-strategized him. And Drake gave him too much, he gave him a chance, man. That's where he fucked up at, I think. He shouldn't have gave him a chance. He had Family Matters already, but he gave Kendrick a chance to reply. I wouldn't have did that. I would have dropped Family Matters back to like how he was dropping, what was this, the Push-Ups joint, Tailor Made, and then Family Matters, back to back to back. The whole, because I think he dropped Meet the Grams 10 minutes after Drake dropped Family Matters, and then Kendrick just took the whole momentum and shit. Very fucked up with that.
It was within 10 minutes, yeah.
He should have just dropped back to back to back, and I think the outcome of the beef would have been a little bit different. Now, as far as the majors, motherfuckers picking sides and shit like that, I think the fix, I think they really was just trying to get Drake out of here for something that he did. What he did, I don't know, but he did something behind the scenes for them to switch up on him like that. Because just if you run a business and this product is making you all the fucking money in this aisle, but that same aisle, it's another product that makes money, but it doesn't make the same amount of money as this product does. You know what? We're gonna abandon the product that's making us the most money. We're gonna focus on this one, the one that's not making, is making less than this one. Like it just doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. But I think he might redeem himself. Now I don't know if he's gonna get help from the label because it's gonna be kind of weird to expect label support and you suing your label.
I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, I think
I
it'd
think
be
he'll
That
be
fine.
fine.
that ties back into the whole no hip hop songs being in the top 40 because check it. Drake dropped what, like 3 songs from recently, 3 recent records and shit, and none of them shits in the top 40. I don't think he got any songs in the top 40. That's kind of
Mm.
that right there tell you that not
Unless
even
he got an
just
R&B song.
nah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. That tell you that like they're deprioritizing hip hop.
That's insane.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean to end off on that other
Yeah.
conversation. I think it was good. I think the beef was good for hip hop. It was thoroughly entertaining, and that's what any beef is.
Oh yeah.
I think our
Absolutely.
emotional connection with Drake, I think stained a lot of how people receive the beef. Oh, as you was talking, I was thinking about, well, what if the label told him not to engage Kendrick, and he still chose to engage Kendrick? Because that can be another, like, listen, if you choose to do this, we're not picking a side. Because before with Meek, there is no oh, if
Drake was
Meek
the golden
wins,
child at that time,
yeah,
so it was
there
like,
is no like do what you want to do. It's
and Meek
Meek
wasn't
Mill,
prepared.
right?
So he
And even
yeah,
if he was prepared, it's like it's Meek versus Drake, and Drake
the
was on a
machine.
high,
Yeah, Drake got
yeah.
the machine. Yeah.
But when
Yeah,
you
nah.
thinking about Kendrick, right? Kendrick just came out. You think about this beef. Kendrick had just come out with PG Lang. All of that's fresh still within
Yeah.
the last 5 years, and PG Lang is attached to a UMG company. So it could be like, yo, listen, I don't need you to like go at him because we also invested some capital in that camp. So y'all can do whatever, but don't take it that don't go that far. And if Drake decided that he wanted to do it, it's one of those things where it's like, yo, you are a cash cow. Don't jeopardize this because of ego or whatever the case.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you what though, too, man. That whole beef, people getting into arguments. Yo, it's literally people getting in heavy fucking arguments over 2 niggas that they don't fucking know.
right.
That don't contribute to nothing, that does nothing for them. Like that shit, that was the weird shit. I'm not gonna lie. Like that, I'm like, yo, this kind of crazy. Like, I always say this though, man. Pusha T cracked Drake's armor, and Kendrick came and ripped that shit. He took the armor off. People say what they want about Drake, man, but Drake one of the most influential rappers in the past, when we in 2025, 15 years, man. 16 years. So many people, he done created a sound and so many people try to mimic it. So many people try to do the singing and rapping because of Drake. Even though there's some people before him that was doing that, but Drake on the hip hop side, he just
He
made
was
it.
able to give you both at a high level.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can agree.
You know what I mean? We gonna see hip hop. That's on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, man.
Word. Let the people know where they could find you, your socials.
At Year of Jordn, YEAROFJORDN on everything. And DSPs, Spotify, Apple Music, but I'm fucking with the Bandcamp, kind of like direct to consumer. But I mess with the streaming shit too, so Bandcamp is upstateofmind.bandcamp.com or upstateofmind.co, CO, and it'll just take you straight there. But yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. This was dope, man. 2 hours and shit. Damn.
Facts.
But that's dope though, because the conversation was just flowing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I appreciate y'all though. I definitely, man. Definitely come back on, man, whenever y'all invite me, man.
All right, well, appreciate you for coming on the show.
No, most
Magic,
definitely.
you already know.
Yes,
We back
sir.
again next week for another episode. And for everybody else, y'all already know, bring another set of ears for next week's show, because this is Introspective Insight, the Black Wall Street podcast, and we out. See you soon. Come back next week. Introspective Insight. Introspective Insight.